Okay, so it looks like we're having issues with network today for some of the students. So people are getting in and getting put it out. I'm not too sure why, but for the remainder of the lecture, I'm going to do a monologue, right? Where I'm just going to present the stuff which we were planning on doing today. Some of the words we covered already, but if you're new to the class, you will love this because we're just going to rush through every word that we had in the past, okay? But if you're joining in, you could also still continue sharing with what's happening because we are live on Google Meet and we're also sharing the screen there, okay? So I'm not too sure if we have people who are into characters at the moment, but if you are into characters, I'm gonna try and do something for you, which is showing you the character first, alright? And then I'm gonna click on the card. So I hope you said I, which is to love, right? And if you want to say I love you or 爱你, you don't love me, 你不爱我. Okay, so that's the first word right there. I'm going to click on it again so that it covers, and then go to the next one so that you have a moment to guess the word. If you said ba, okay, ba, that's 8, right? And if you say I'm 18 years old, or 18岁, 18岁, and he's 80 years old, 他80岁, 80岁. Okay, so that's different there. And I want to mention this, just a little digress there, because I work as a translator. The people who come and eat there as guests, and they book in advance. And one of the rooms that they booked, there were 14 people, and my boss was saying, she's cigarette, she's cigarette, and she's cigarette. And if you remember, we also mentioned that she is is to be, right? I'm gonna change so that I share this tab instead. Now I'm gonna pull up Google Translate right there, and I'm also gonna change my keyboard to pinyin. Okay, so there we go. I want to type the word shi, which is to, okay, this is the one that we saw earlier, which simply means 10, right? And then this is the other shi, which is very popular, to be. Okay, it means to be, to exist, right? Hold on a second, my dog is barking too loud. I'm gonna pause the recording so that I can talk to him. Okay, I think he's calmed a little bit. So if we say she's seer, like this right here, and then seer. $14 people, 4 people, right? She's cigarette, she's cigarette. so she's cigarette. I think that our neighbors were arguing, and that's why my dog is barking too much. Okay, so I think there's a little bit of drama happening in the background, but let's continue with where we were. Okay, so she cigarette, she cigarette. That's the second tone, she, and then she for yes or to be is the fourth tone. Right? She cigarette. That's 4 people. She cigarette. 14 people. So yeah, it's just one of those type of things that happened at work earlier last week, I think. Or yeah, last week. Okay, ba, that's for 8, right? 18, 18, 80, 80. Okay, very good. This one is baba, right? This is the baba, and you see that means father, right? Or baba 很好. My father is very good. 他是一个好爸爸。他是一个好爸爸. He's a very good father. Okay, 杯子, right? That's for a cup, right? 这是我的杯子. This is my cup. 我的杯子, my cup. 一杯水, 1 cup of water, right? 桌子上有一杯水. There's a cup of water on the table. 杯子, cup. 北京，北京，他是北京人。He's from Beijing, right? 北京饭馆。饭馆 that's a shop for food, right? Fan, remember fan to eat food, right? Rather for a meal or food, right? 吃饭 to eat food. 饭馆 that's the hotel, right? 我出北京饭馆。Sorry, I was supposed to do like this, right? Then that's the major word for books. 一本书 one book. 写写字书 okay, a character of 写字本 okay, a character copy of the book. 他有一本书 he has one book. 他有一本书 okay, 有 to have, right? 一本书 one book. 他有一个写字本 I have a character copy book, right? 写字本 so 字 that's the character part. 写字写 is right character. Ben is the major word for books, right? So I have one character copy of the book. Sorry. 不 that's for no or not. 不好 not good. 不喜欢 don't like. Okay. 这个电话不好 this phone is not good. 我不喜欢他 I don't like him, right? 我 that's I. 不喜欢 don't like 他 him, right? Or her if the character is feminine. Okay. 不客气不客气 man, my dogs. This is one that's really angry today. I'm not too sure why. He's just jumping all around the house. Okay, let's continue. 不客气 You're welcome. And let's start again. Willow. Come on, man. You're welcome, right? So, yeah, 不客气 you're welcome. Okay, somebody says thank you. 不客气 alright? 谢谢你不客气 alright, there you go. It's already written there. Tsai is another word for food, right? Tsai. It's another word for food. You see the grass radical at the top there? It shows that it has to do with some vegetables. Okay, so chi cai, so to eat some food. We earlier said chi fan. You can also say chi cai. Alright, and then Beijing cai. So this is a food from Beijing, right? Okay, so let's see. Qing chi fan, please eat some food, right? Or dishes if you like. 我不喜欢北京菜 I don't like Beijing cuisine. I don't know why I don't like Beijing cuisine. It's good. Okay, cha. That's tea. Again, you see the grass already got at the top there. So it is to show that tea has some leaves in it, right? Okay, here cha. Drink a cup of drink tea, right? 中国茶 that's Chinese tea, right? 请喝茶 please have tea. 这是中国茶 this is Chinese tea, right? 吃 that's to eat, okay? I should do it like this, right? So this is the mouth radical. You can see there's a little bit of a box there. So that's the mouth radical, the opening radical. So remember that. 吃 to eat, right? 吃米饭, right? 吃饭, 吃米饭. 米饭 is particularly rice, right? Fan is just any food. It could be rice since rice is the staple in China. So you could say 吃饭 or 吃米饭, or to eat rice specifically. 吃什么? 什么 is what, alright? So eat what? 你吃米饭吗? Do you eat rice? 你吃什么? What do you eat? Alright? That's a good one. Let's move on to the next one. I remember to cover that one. 出租车, 出租车, okay? 出 to go, 租 to rent, 车 for car, right? So going out to rent our car, right? Something like that. That's a taxi, right? 出租车, so 坐出租车 that's to board a taxi. 叫出租车 that's to call a taxi, right? 叫 so 我坐出租车 that's I'll take a taxi or I am taking a taxi, right? 我正在坐出租车 you could use both. Just the situation could be inferred, right? We could infer that where are you right now? 我坐出租车 that means you're boarding on a taxi, right? How are you going to come? 我坐出租车 that means you will take a taxi, of course. So here the difference is the context. The statements remains the same. Alright, cool. Let's move on. 我想叫出租车. I wanna call a taxi, right? I wanna call a taxi. 我想. If you remember last week we touched on the word 想, right? To want. So 叫 to call, right? If you remember 叫, 我叫, and then you say your name. 我叫小智. That's my name, 小智. And so that's what you're saying here without calling a taxi, right? 出租车. 打电话 okay 打 that's to hit 电话打 to hit right 电 hold on again, my dogs are barking and I'm gonna pause a little bit because I think there's a person who wanna enter. Okay, just gonna have a word with her just a little quick.
I'll stay. I cannot see nothing right now.
Right, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Because I'm going fast. I'm not gonna ask you anything. I'm just going through the words and then doing the recording, okay?
Okay.
Alright, cool. Alright, so there we go. Okay, I'm not so sure why it's showing two sentences. Okay, so 打电话, that's the current word the way I am. 打 to hit or to strike, 电 for electricity or electric, and 话 for words or speech, right? So 打电话, that's to make a phone call because 电话 is a telephone call. So 打电话 to make a phone call, right? 打爸爸电话 to call my father or dad's phone, right? So let's move on to the sentences. 他在打电话, he's making a phone call, right? 他在, so 在 is a word that refers to at or currently happening, right? 打电话. Right now, a moment ago, we just covered 叫出租车 to call a taxi. You could also say 打车, which is like to hit a car, is also the same as 打电话 or 叫出租车. So you could say 打车 or 叫出租车 like we just did in the past. That also refers to calling a taxi or hiring a taxi, right? So 他在打电话, he's making a phone call. 我打爸爸电话了. Okay, I called my father's phone, alright? Here we had 打爸爸电话. That's to call my father. But then when we add the la part, that means we're making it a past tense. So 我打爸爸电话了. La, that means it's already happened. So we could say I am making a phone call. I called because we said la. Okay, so that's the past participle. Okay, let's move on to da. This is da, which is also a fourth tone. It means big, right? So here we have da 学生. 学生 is a student. So 大学生, big student. That means he's at a university, right? 大家, the 大 big, 家 for family. Here it means everyone. Okay, so our sentences is 他是一个大学生. 他是一个大学生. He is a university student, right? 大家好, 大家好. How is good, right? So everyone good. It's like wishing everyone. So it's a greeting that you might use to just say hello, everyone. 大家好. Okay. This is da. Da. This is a particle, a possessive marker, right? If I say 我的, that's mine. If I say 你的, that's yours, right? 这是我的. This is mine. 这, that's the part which is translated as this. 这是 we covered earlier. That's is. Okay. Hold on a second. The dogs are still barking. Okay, I think they're quiet now. 这是我的. This is mine. 那 that. Okay, so 这 this 那 that. 这 this 那 that. 这是我的. This is mine. 那是你的. That is yours, right? Da. So the da part is the possessive marker, okay? Let's move on. This is Dan. Dan is a point or a clock sometimes. So it also means a comma as well. 几点 is how many o'clock, right? Ji is like how many, dian or points or o'clock, right? And then 3点 that's like 3 points or 3 o'clock. So 现在几点？现在 that's now. 现在 now. 现在几点？right now, how many o'clock, right? Or what it means is, what time is it now, right? 现在几点? What time is it now? 现在3点. Okay, 现在3点. It is 3 o'clock now. The now is coming from 现在. Okay, sometimes you hear 现在3点钟. 3点钟, like right on the money, right on the o'clock point, right? But it still is the same meaning with 现在. 3点. Okay, let's flip the page and move to the next one. You remember 电, this is electric, right? Now, this is your brain. So electric brain, 电脑, that's a computer, right? 我的, remember 我的, mine, right? 我的电脑, my computer. My 电脑, my 电脑 to buy a computer, right? 这是我的电脑 this is my computer. 这是我的电脑 this is my computer. 我想买一个电脑 I wanna buy a computer, right? 我想买一个电脑 So 一 that's one and 个 is just a measure word put in between. 一个 is still the same as one, right? 我想买一个电脑 I wanna buy one computer or a computer if you like. Okay. Here we have 电视 So sure, that's the vision or view, right? So 电视 that's a TV. 看电视 to watch TV. 买电视 to buy a TV, right? 我喜欢看电视 I like watching TV, okay? That's like a hobby. Hold on a second. Today these dogs are very angry. I'm gonna mute for a second. I'm just gonna mute for a second. Okay. I'm not too sure why they're so angry today. Okay, let's continue. Kan to see or to look. 电视 TV, right? 买 to buy. 电视 again TV. 我喜欢看电视 I like to watch TV, right? I like watching TV. So that's my hobby. I like watching TV. 我买了 Alright, so if you remember 买 to buy and 了 that means it's in the past, right? It's completed. So 我买了 I bought. 一个 we just covered 一个 a moment ago. That means a or one 电视 right? So 我买了一个电视 I bought a TV. Okay, awesome. Let's move on to the next one. This one is 电影. I think I should start from here where you see the 电 part for electricity, 影 for shadow, right? So electric shadow, film, right? 电影 or a movie if you like. So 看 again we covered 看 just now. 看电影 watch movie. 喜欢看电影 love watch movie, right? So I love watching the movie, right? 我明天 tomorrow, right? 我明天看电视 alright? I will watch a movie tomorrow, right? So, as we said again in Chinese, there is not so much of tenses, right? He's saying, I tomorrow watch movie, right? That's how it sounds, right? That's what it literally is. If it was today, you would say, 我今天看电视 I'd rather 电影 I watched the movie today. Okay, so the context will actually give you whether it's a future tense, a present tense, or a past tense, right? And sometimes you have the help of la to say, okay, this is completed. So here we have 明天看电影, alright? So in English we would have tomorrow and then will. But in Chinese we don't see the word will being in there, included there because by virtue of saying tomorrow, it's already inferred that this is in the future tense, right? So that's how easy the tenses are in Chinese. It's difficult on other parts, but it's easy on the tenses. Okay, let's move on to the next one, which is 他喜欢看电影。他喜欢看电影。 Alright, so the translation is wrong a little bit there because it uses I instead of he, because it says ta, that's he, and 我 that's I. So here it says 他喜欢看电影, so it should be he likes watching movies, right? He likes watching movies. Anyway, I guess this was done by a Chinese person because sometimes they kind of make it's English might be their second language as well. But we can make sense out of it. 喜欢 to like, 看电影 I think it's the same as what we saw in the past. Alright, let's move on to this one. This is 东市. So 东 is the east side. 市, first tone is the west side, right? Okay, so here it's not given any tone marker, so it should be just 东市, 东市. Alright, I think if it left as first, it would be 东西. So this one comes neutral, so it's just saying 东西 for a thing, right? A thing is 东西. 买东西 to buy things. 好东西 that's a good thing, right? A good thing. 好东西 Okay, 我出商店买东西 我出商店买东西 Again, this is about the context. You could say, I am going to the shops to buy some stuff, right? To buy some things. 这是好东西 This is good stuff. Okay, this is good stuff. 这是好东西 so it could be food, right? Or something that you're holding up at the shop there and you really like it. Super quality. 这是好东西 Alright, let's move on. This is 都 that include everyone or everything. 都看见 seen everything. And then 都喜欢 to like everything, right? 都喜欢 Maybe you're being given a choice, like which one do you like? And then you say 都喜欢 I love them all. Okay. So our sentences are 我们都看见那个人我们都看见那个人那个人 is that person 那 that 个人 person 看见 to see or to look, right? 看见 is ideally to see because 看 is just to look 见 is to see, so combined 看见 has that meaning of being able to visually see something or someone. So here we're saying 我们都 all of us 看见 saw 那个人 okay, or we all see that person, or rather we can all see that person. I think but the context or the meaning is around that phrase. Okay, 我们都喜欢看电影我们都喜欢 we all like watching movies, right? 我们都喜欢看电影 Alright, so let's move on. This one has to do with reading. It's the sound is more like D double O. D O is do. D double O is like do. So that's how you pronounce this. Do to read, right? 读书 to read a book. 不会读不会 cannot 不会 cannot do read 不会读 cannot read, right? 他喜欢读书 she, because that's the T that we have, the ta that we have rather. 他喜欢读书 she enjoys reading. And then 这个字我不会读这个字 so 字 again is a character, right? So this character 我不会读 I cannot read 我不会读 I cannot read this character, it's too difficult. 这个词我不会读 Alright, 对不起 sorry 对不起 I'm sorry, or excuse me, right? 对不起没关系 that's the response there, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter. Okay, 对不起没关系 no problem. Okay, cool, let's move on. This is 多 is many. 不多 is no or not. 不多 not many, right? 很多 is very. 很多 that's very many, right? So, 这里人不多这里人不多 Okay, here people not many. Okay, so there are not many people here, right? 这里人不多。她是 OK 买了 she bought 很多 very many 东西 things, right? So she bought a lot of stuff. 她买了很多东西。Okay, wonderful. Now we have an opposite. We have 多 which means many and 少 which means few. So when you combine 多 少 many few together, it's like you're asking, are they many or are they few? So the question will end up as how many or how much? 多少. So if you were in a shop, you might see someone ask 多少钱 how much money, right? 多少人 how many people? 这个多少钱 how much is this? How much is this? 这个 So you pointed it and say 这个 this right here 多少钱 how much money or how much is it, right? 今天来了今天来了多少人 This is a question, right? 多少人 how many people? 今天 today 来了 came, right? 来 to come 来了 came. So how many people came today, right? How many people came today? Again, we see some mistake in the English there, but it doesn't really matter. We can infer the meaning. 儿子 that's a son, right? 一个儿子 one son. 小儿子 young son or younger son, right? 他有一个儿子 he has one son. 他有一个儿子 one son. 他是我的小儿子，他是我的 Okay, so he is my 小儿子 young son, right? Or younger son. I think I like this one more. 他是我的小儿子 he's my younger son, alright? So you could have another one with slightly order. Okay, this is R, which is just 2, right? 12, 20, right? 北京12月很冷12月 that's the 12th month, so that's December. 很 very 冷 cold, right? 北京12月很冷 is very cold in December in Beijing, right? 他来北京20个月了 So sorry, I said 他 this is like 我来北京12个月了我来北京12个月了 Okay, so I come China 12 months and then the past particle, right? So it's like I came to Beijing about 12 months ago, right? Okay, or I've been in Beijing for 12 months now. Okay, either works, right? So that's the meaning behind it. Okay, all right, cool. This ends on R. Let's see how many are on F. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there are 3 on F. So let's do those ones. Okay, fan for food, remember? And then 店 for shop, right? 饭店 Alright, so we're changing this into the second tone because they're fourth. 饭店 doesn't sound proper. 饭店 So that's a restaurant, right? Or a hotel. 出饭店 to go to a restaurant or a hotel. 来饭店 to come at the hotel, right? So 我们出饭店吃饭 we're going to the restaurant to have a meal, right? 吃饭 So here it says dinner. So we inferring that this statement was said in the evening. 吃饭 just simply means to eat.
Yeah, I talked to her.
Okay.
Just a minute.
Good. So 我们出 or it could also mean let's go and eat at the restaurant, right? 我们出饭店吃饭 that means let's go and eat at the restaurant. Or if you are already on the road, where are you right now? 我们出饭店吃饭 We're going to eat at the restaurant, right? And then if it's in the evening, we could say you're going to have dinner there. Okay, cool. And the next sentence is 来饭店见我吧 Alright? 来饭店见我吧 So you remember we said 见 is to see or to meet, right? So here we say meet me 见我 and then 来饭店见我 come to the restaurant and see me or come to the hotel and see me. And then this ba is a polite mark. It's not like you're giving a command. So 来饭店见我吧. Okay, cool. Let's move on to the other one. This is, as you can see, it looks like flying, like a bird. So that's 飞机. 飞机 is an airplane, right? 坐飞机, just to board a plane. 大飞机 is a big plane, alright? 我坐飞机出北京, okay? 我坐飞机出北京. 出 to go, right? 出北京 to go to Beijing. I'm in a plane. I'm boarded a plane on my way to Beijing, right? Or I'm going to Beijing by air, right? I think I would say I because it says 我, but if it was 我们, we could say we. Okay, cool. 这是一个大飞机，这是一个大飞机。This is a big plane, right? If they put in hand, we could say very big plane. 这是一个很大飞机. Sometimes you hear 大的 like big big. 这是一个很大的飞机. This is a very big plane, right? And the last word for today is 分钟. 分钟 is a minute, right? 五分钟, 5 minutes. 几分钟, how many minutes, right? So our sentences, 你有五分钟. 你有五分钟. You have 5 minutes. Okay, so this is more like you want to make a presentation, and the guy tells you you have 5 minutes. 你有五分钟 to make your presentation, all right? If you want to ask if they have 5 minutes, you could add the question particle 吗 at the end, right? 你有五分钟吗? Do you have 5 minutes? Okay, good. And the last one is 你有几分钟? Okay, how many minutes do you have? And then they can tell you how many minutes that they have. Okay, cool. So 分钟, that's the minute. And if you remember, we said 点钟 last time, and now that was o'clock, and now we have 分钟, that's for minute. So again, you can take away the 钟 at the end and still remain with the 分, and it will still make sense, right? So 分钟 or 分 is still one and the same thing, right? So the next word is 高兴, which is starting on G, right? So from I think let's stop here, and then we'll pick up from G on our next recording, all right? So I'm going to pause the recording and have a little chat with Chong in the background, and the rest will meet in class, and then we'll post the recording as soon as we record it. I mean, we'll upload the recording and post it up as soon as we upload it. Okay, cool. That's what I meant to say. Okay, Chong, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Any questions before we
One, guess what? I thought one that was the sister.
is it? We were in that class together with Rocio, and I was running that class back in the day, and yeah, you guys used to come in the class, and then maybe I don't know what really changed. It's been long.
I don't know what happened, and then it